I'll craft some more once you get once you run out or they all pop. So I heard like only like 500 blocks is around how many. I just threw one around my base, so we're not that far. I know it's not anywhere over here, so I'm gonna throw one near the birch biome.
No loyalty to the old school. Sports loyalty when at school was practically non-existent. No one.
Yeah, I think we're ready. Bop. Okay, we still gotta go forward.
Sports teams did. No yearbooks, no jackets, no props. At least when I went to school. That aberration seems to be creeping in now. No one gives a frig. School reunions are rare if a thing at all here. I still know and see a few of my classmates or ones who were at school when I was there. But only because they still
live it like right there, so I'm not gonna throw another one for a while.
I have no idea where they are, how they are.
It's probably not 500 blocks, I'm probably overestimating it, but it's like 200 or so blocks. Wait, I'm gonna grab this sugar cane.
Then trying to reconnect with the people you look down on because daddy's money can't buy you friends.
Okay. I don't want to throw it around here because of the trees, but pop. Okay.
So you're that guy or girl who never left home and drinks with school kids much younger than you. I get older, they stay the same age. Never advancing your life past the moment when you graduate. I have a cousin.
Oh my god, another village?
Has had the same job he had since junior year.
That's kind of pog. Let's hope that this is the Ender village or whatever. Let's grab these beds. I don't need this leaf.
I think he wants to make it as a concept artist, but he's working on a fallback degree before he makes the big leap. Huge difference. Wearing your class ring. Like, why were they a thing at all? They were so chunky and ugly and cost like $70 on the low end. Huge social media presence.
I can get more golden boots, but I don't want to throw away those yet. I'm going to throw away my food. That food. I don't need that much food.
Lots of people edit me that I have no interest in whatsoever.
I'm gonna put my nether bricks away and my roses away. I can probably beat the end right now, but I'm gonna play it safe. I just want to find it first. Okay, I'm gonna take you just in case one day I can get 2 of those guys, which would be very extremely poggers. Ploggers. What's up, ploggers? What's up, plod game? Oh, wait, isn't that a math YouTuber?
Your only friends are from
oh
high
my
school.
god.
You tell your college grad older brother, yes, you got a math-heavy degree. But in high school, I took Algebra 2 and you took Geometry like everyone else looking for the easy path. He says to the older brother, everyone looked down on you in high school. Gets P when older brother says you are 38. You graduated 20 years ago. Please tell me you have something to be proud of from the past 2
How
decades.
big is this goddamn village? At least we're in this open biome. Our base is completely that way. It's near 100, and the end number is like 100 as well. We should probably sleep here.
He hasn't paid rent yet and he's having it held over his head, but he knows he's going to get manager at the movie theater he works at.
Oh my god.
His bosses just don't like him. This guy looks like he's in his early 30s, possibly late 20s. Definitely at least 28. The worst part of
we have 4 beds. Why do I have 38 iron? Why did I bring 38 iron?
To stay at her house, I am no expert. But I can tell he didn't know whether to be sad or angry about what his friend said. He was also probably trying to hide the fact that he still lived with his mom from his other friends. I just realized that as I typed
I also need to get some water.
Poor dude. I hope he gets manager money. Advil targets pain at the source, while acetaminophen blocks pain.
Oh my god, is that a portal frame? I guess I'll throw one there. It doesn't scare away a package thief if you make commercials about it. Anyone can see commercials. If they're like, oh wait, what if it's that one weird company that makes those whistle sound ones? Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah, let's just steal it anyways. Like, what else are they gonna do? Lol. And then bam, gone. So he just ran away.
It's like, okay, we get it. You were popular and feared. We're nearly 30 now. Get over yourself.
Where? Oh, there it
Reaching
is.
out to people you have not seen or spoken to since high school to get them to buy essential oils, protein shakes, leggings, makeup, scented candles, whatever else.
This would be such a good like speedrun world if like it wasn't like that far. Efficiency 3. That's actually a decent pickaxe, so I'll use that like later on. It's a lot of gold. Wait, why am I keeping dirt when I could get gold? Also, oh my god, I've thrown away so much stuff when I could just do that. There.
Finally, he finds a box with his old homecoming crown from high school when he was named homecoming king. He started talking about how high school was such great memories and all that. He was trying to show off and thought I'd be really impressed. But I was really embarrassed for him, to be honest. Hey, that's actually not the worst thing I've read thus far. I mean, if he's making a living, married, and has a pretty nice house, that's a success story compared to a lot of these other people.
Now.
Having your parents spend over
I heard that you need like 12 sometimes, so let's hope that I get lucky. And I only need a couple. How many villages are there? Alright, we're gonna throw it. A bro.
I'm very interested
And I
to
guess
see
it's gonna
what the
pop.
next decade
Nope.
outside of high school is like for this individual. So did they graduate, or are you wondering what will happen when they graduate? I'm a little bit confused. Anybody have that video of the D-bag bro trying to recruit other D-bag bros to his pyramid scheme? He has testimonials of other D-bag bros talking about how they drive Lamborghinis and crap. They're all late 20s or so and all wearing like clearance bin TJ Maxx suits. Sound familiar? Everyone in the video screams. I peaked in high school. I work in HR and once had a resume that mentioned the applicant had been the captain of the local high school football team. He was in his 50s at the time he submitted this application. My mom, a 42-year-old, has a giant stack of numbers that boys gave her in high school. She brings them out to brag every now and then. It's embarrassing.
Oh, turn! It's a turny boy! Alright, we're getting closer, guys.
Check another video.
Now we're 1,000 blocks away from our house.
What's one rule that your school workplace has implemented that
Okay, we'll go up here and throw another one. Okay, it's going back. Okay, we're gonna go down here.
He demanded that we stop posting negative reviews immediately and shamed anyone in the room who had done so. As you can guess, people doubled down and posted their grievances on the same day as the meeting. The green logo company doesn't take too kindly to that sort of behavior. Seriously, they will terminate service if management is caught doing that. Report it. Because of rumors of a drug problem in the school, the administration decided to drug test students. The media jumped all over that. Violation of our civil rights or something. The initial statement was that anyone who failed the test would be kicked out of school. After the 40th or so kid failed, they changed the policy to mandatory meetings with the counselor. After the 100th kid failed, they hired another counselor. Our school just brought in drug-sniffing dogs that would randomly come into classrooms. The thing was, the sheriff's department would always be parked in front of the school before the first bell with clearly marked K9 cars. So anybody who had drugs would see the cars, and just skip school that day. Absences increased massively. My high school banned girls from wearing any shirt that exposed their bra straps because seeing a bra strap would give high school boys evil thoughts. Most of the girls in school responded by wearing the same shirts they'd always worn. Without bras, as a teenage boy it was a happy couple weeks. The school tried to then mandate that all female students wear bras, until a male teacher asked a 15-year-old if she was wearing appropriate undergarments or not. She called him a pervert. Her parents, who thought the whole dress code things was as stupid as most of the students, threatened a sexual harassment suit against the school. Everybody in charge panicked and it all went back to the way it was before they tried to change anything.
I know that we're close, but
if she was wearing appropriate undergarments or not. This is my favorite tale of the thread. The thought of the yawning chasm that opened up beneath this rules and makes me chuckle. My old boss tried implementing an incentive scheme for the underperformers while anyone who consistently did well received nothing. 3 of us quit within a month. used to be allowed to stream music etc. on our computers. Spotify was an approved program and would come installed on your computer. Someone complained about productivity despite us always doing our work, and so that banned streaming of any kind on our computers. But now everyone just listens on their phone, so you walk around the office and nearly everyone has their phone out now, so it looks even worse when sponsors come into the office. Yo, Pandora, Spotify, and YouTube are easily my best work friends. Banging out emails all day without listening to music would be borderline unbearable. Work instituted a point system for being late or calling off sick. Accrue 2 minute points and you get written up. Fired if it continues. They doled out the same number of points whether someone was a minute late or called off altogether. And if an absence lasted up to 5 days, it was still only one absence.
And see where
so
it
anyone who
goes.
overslept or encountered heavy traffic and was running late would just stay home. For the rest of the week, after several months, they decided that being late was only worth half a point.
We're at the end of the village.
We're not allowed to
Okay.
have more than 14 consecutive days off. So
we're gonna throw one more right here. Okay, it's right here.
Days, then 1 day back, then another 14 days off. He called in sick on his 1 day back. We weren't allowed to be friends with kids in grades above us, but we could be friends with kids in grades below us. So that rule didn't last long. Turn to your left and shake hands with the person standing next to you. At an industrial site I used to work for, they introduced an absolutely no overtime policy. The people that most commonly worked overtime were the maintenance guys. They had to cut out their preventative maintenance in order to make their hours while being available for all shifts. It took 3 months of daily breakdowns before they decided to try something else. How more maintenance would be a good compromise to that rule? Boss insists that lunchtime is from 12 o'clock 12:30 p.m. No exceptions. Lunch is not paid time. The second day he comes in hot to trot with something for me to do between 12 o'clock and 12:30 and needs it done right away. I look over at my clock, which says 12:09 or whatever, and say, you said yesterday that lunch is from 12 o'clock to 12:30. No exceptions, and went back to my sandwich. If I don't get paid from 12 o'clock
we're gonna need 12.
Heck, I'm working for free.
We need 12. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write these chords down. Sorry guys. 209. Come on, move. Okay, 112.
God forbid anyone socialize in a building of the college.
1122.
They are also paying for.
Okay, we're gonna leave now because this place is basically useless. Oh wait, I should probably use these.
Rural school went from K8, so we split lunch times in our gym cafeteria.
Okay, now we only need 10. I have a couple at the base, but not a lot. Yo, I think I only have 3. Actually, not even at the base. I think I have them on me right now.
Looked exactly like a stoplight. When it was green, we were free to talk. If it became yellow, we were to be careful of how much noise we made. If it turned red, it would buzz loud, like when the game clock runs out at a basketball game. Installing this thing almost immediately had the opposite effect they desired. It became a game to us. We would only get quiet in order to make it go back to green. Then, as a large group, we would progressively get louder. We would stall it out at yellow before surging our collective voices to make it hit red and BUZZZZ, at which time we would all cheer, laugh and get quiet again to reset it to green. Good times. That's why they frown on putting breathalyzers in bars. Turns it into a competition. Any support call lasting longer than 25 minutes must be reported to higher-ups for review. If you have too many, no matter if it's your fault or not, you get a disciplinary review. I implemented the rule of politely hang up on a customer as close to 25 minutes as you cannot call them right back. I am sorry, I am experiencing a small issue with my phone. Is it okay if I call you right back? Gotcha. Outgoing calls are not reported or recorded. It's amazing. Any software related to job, whether written inside or outside company time, belongs to the company, me. So if I write and release malware at home, it's the company's problem. The clause was immediately removed. outside company time. That has got to be illegal. My friend worked as a technician at a place that did installation for telecom, sound, cable, pretty much anything tech-related really. The techs were paid by work order completion. Each job had a value that got paid out when you finished the work order. The experienced techs could finish more jobs in a day and made some seriously good money. They were motivated to work fast to get more jobs done, but also to do it correctly because having to go back within a certain time window and fix a problem didn't pay
Kind of
out,
wish a
so
grindstone would make it so that once you grinded it, you would get the book and the empty tool, so that people could get like, let's say you get a golden pickaxe and you accidentally enchant it with like efficiency 4, right? So you need to either use that until it gets broken, or you could just grindstone it, get your book back, put on your diamond pickaxe, iron pickaxe, whatever, and then have the golden pickaxe if you still need to use it for like display or something. I don't know. Maybe it's so that people aren't stupid, or so that people can get insanely OP stuff off of like those like nether ruins. But I still think that they should,
Security collected them
do
when
that.
you walked in, put them in Ziploc bags, and locked them up. They lost like 5 people's phones. Lost. Had a fellow at my old place at work that was promoted to sales manager. Within a few days he drafts up a document which he tries to get all of us to sign, basically stating that we aren't working to our full potential and that to make profits so we would have to work even when we weren't working, aka taking calls from customers no matter the day or time. This resulted in an almost immediate revolt and about 10 plus people bypassing him directly and going right to the owner. He was demoted, then later fired within a week. Pizza place I worked at in high school implemented a zero-tolerance policy on employees taking home any food home that wasn't paid for at non-employee prices. Any screw-ups or unpicked-up orders trash. The local homeless population started flocking to the store and calling in bogus orders because they knew there would be free pizza in the dumpster every night. Our process integrity people decided every international order over $100,000 needed to be approved by a manager at the purchase requisition stage before the sales order could be processed. The problem? Purchase requisitions only generated after the sales order was completed. This meant it was impossible to complete any international order worth more than $100,000, and they launched this policy unannounced 2 days before Christmas. I ended up staying in the office until 9 at night trying to get our data people to create a way for me to order $300 in parts from Sweden before the holidays. I was told this story when I was in the army by a parachute rigger. The workday in the army is 9 o'clock, 4:30.
Okay, well, that's pretty pog, guys. We know where the stronghold is.
These guys can be done by 2:30, which is a very nice workday indeed. Well, they got this new captain who
so now I just need
decided
12 Eyes of Ender.
35 done by 2:30, then obviously making them work until 4:30 would increase output
Oh,
even
that's
more.
so many Eyes
So
of
of
Ender.
course that unit's numbers went way down, and the 35 and you're done for the day was quickly reinstated. From another perspective, parachuters might have preferred when the riggers were taking their time rather than rushing through the process to leave early. No backpacks in the classroom, which led to hundreds of backpacks in the principal's office one morning. No one gave a frick about that rule. In Germany, you need a paper from your doctor when you are sick at least 3 days. They enforced that you needed one even if you just are away for
Pog,
1 day.
pog, pog.
So
This guy
had to go
is
to the
so
doctor if not
poggers, he
feeling
can
right,
give us
and of
ender
course we
pearls.
were away for weeks. We have the same here in Finland. My superiors accept that you call them if you have fever or something minor. 1-2 days off and mark them as normal working hours, rather than going to doctor and get 1-2 weeks off sick leaves. Works for me, works for them. A big shipping company I worked at for a couple months said we would be working 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. They didn't tell all the new employees, including myself, that holiday hours were going to be 7 a.m. to whenever the frick we feel like telling you to go home, around 10 to 11 p.m. Naturally, people would get in 5 to 7 hours of work and go on break, then just not come back. That led to we can no longer allow lunch breaks. Me and roughly 50-70 other workers quit on the spot. The deputy head of our school banned fidget spinners, and rightly so.
This
It was
better be
defense, they
worth
were
it.
everywhere. On the final day of year 11, Someone hacked his school intranet login and edited the bulletin, leaving a notice in his name, saying that fidget spinners were now not only unbanned, but mandatory, and that aficionados could come to his office and learn tips and tricks from him. Real-world heroism.
Did I? Oh no, I gave away all my gold earlier. No. I could still upgrade them with emeralds, but damn, bro, all my gold. I didn't even get that many ender pearls. Oh well, I'm about to spend my 10 emeralds that I just got just to trade with this guy. Hey, stop bullying him. He's actually nice. Oh wait. Oh, this guy is so pog just because of this. Don't have any more ender.
Close tonight and open tomorrow. You can come in early the following morning. I was really the only one who closed and then opened the following morning. And I knew that on many of those days I worked 10 hours with non-stop managerial work. So instead of staying late to clean, I like to come in early and do it in sunlight. Well, one day I followed my rule.
Pog!
Got sick and had to call an employee to cover.
9. Okay, we have 9, and we need 10. Okay, so.
And then got written up when the owner made a surprise visit. I didn't close, so it wasn't my job, and the owner said you work here and the store is dirty, so it is your job. I then had to go tell the owner that it was my fault, and he still responded regardless of what you did or didn't do. He came into a dirty store and did not clean it. That's not acceptable. I removed my rule change and just made it mandatory to clean before leaving, LOL. A few years ago we weren't allowed to stand in groups bigger than 4 at our school because this old teacher told us it was gang behavior and encouraging gang violence. One day,
okay, guys, we are so close to being, you know. Okay. We are going to. How do we even supply for this? Just think about it. I think I should make some more beds so that, like, oh, I should put my iron away. God damn, I don't want to lose that.
Nursing home in our area thought it would be a great idea to bring back the traditional white nursing caps. They made it mandatory for all female nurses to wear during their shifts or be written up, and eventually pointing yourself out. Male nurses were not included. About half of the staff quit within the first 2 weeks.
Okay, I am bringing some backups for my loot.
Pretty degrading and sexist comments. Basically, about 3 months after this all went down, someone from corporate came in and fired all the directors who implemented the uniform change, and everything went back to normal. Several nurses stayed with my company, but a few went back when the rules changed. Used to work in an inpatient treatment facility. One of the perks was that meals were provided to staff members. The new CEO decided that it was far too expensive to feed clients and staff and put the kibosh to it in an effort to trim the food budget. The food at this place used to be decent, with a competent cook who knew how to use fresh ingredients. Now the food provided is processed and gross. Last I heard, the cook quit and they have the handyman preparing meals. The kicker, the food budget has gone up because now the food is all pre-made frozen. The clients hate it and most of it goes in the trash. No swapping shifts without a shift swap form. Immediately backfired when the manager had a stack of shift swap forms every day to approve and update the digital roster. My middle school tried to prohibit students from bringing backpacks into class. You can bring a purse, bag, etc. However, just not a backpack. They wanted students to either stop by their locker before every class period, impossible without being late, or carry a large stack of heavy textbooks around all day. Due to the latter reason, the rule got cancelled within a week. This was in 1998-99. So I'm not sure
where's all
what
my
they were
iron?
trying to achieve with this rule. One job I could have nailed should only be a
Okay.
neutral colors rule. Every rule
Stop.
was enforced quite
Stop.
strictly except for this
Game.
one.
Stop.
Because in the words of a
Okay.
manager, every woman would get written up. Rule at my workplace WS that if you were late you had to bring donuts for everyone. People quickly figured out that the cost of being 4 hours late was to bring donuts. As a result, if you were running late you just had a slow easy morning and stopped by to pick up donuts on your way in. Our boss, who had put the rule into place, thought it was funny and just let it continue. He was an easygoing guy and really good at motivating people. Letting them get away with this sort of
Okay, we're gonna go. I'll probably sleep there because I already know my way back home. Let me just remember it. 100, just 100 set, 100, 100. That's easy to remember. Oh, I'm so scared. This is my first time ever trying to beat the Ender Dragon. My first time beating the Ender Dragon, guys. Recorded. This is not the end of the series. The end of the series happens when I literally just can't find anything to do with the world. Everything just gets so boring. Okay. Good thing this thing just automatically saved. Guys ready, guys? Guys ready, guys? Okay, ready, guys? Let's go!
He pops in his favorite cassette, fires up a joint, and proceeds to hotbox his car. He walks in 5 minutes late, reeking of pot, looks at the clock, and then to his boss in front of the whole sales floor, and loudly says, "Oops, I'm late. Guess I need to go home," with a crap-eating grin on his face. The bosses started backpedaling the policy and started to tell him it wasn't for him and they'll let it slide. He loudly stated that it wouldn't be fair if they made an exception for him and that he would see them Tuesday. When he got back to work on Tuesday, the policy was gone. Same company years later hired some absolute genius of an accountant who sold the idea to management that employees were making more than management, and that they should go from commission to salary. All the top salesmen jumped ship ASAP. The remaining bottom feeders got a raise compared to their normal salary and commission, and they didn't have to do crap all day to get it. Less than a year later, they shut their doors for the last time. Jesus Christ. What fool thinks it's a good idea to completely remove the incentive for selling things? That's how you go from a place of business to Walmart FFS. One of top managers for my work decided that everyone who's worked there for 7+ years had to do a special online training course that consisted of 2 400+ page volumes of leadership training followed by a 20, 25 question test for each volume. You were expected to complete this within 1 year of being automatically signed up for the course. Failure to pass the tests or to complete the course by the end of that year rendered you ineligible for promotions and almost guaranteed to be laid off within a year. So many people tried to take the guaranteed severance package option by not doing the course that they had to change the rule that you wouldn't get laid off or not promoted, but you still had to do the course. People still didn't do it. That guy finally left shortly after and a new guy replaced him and promptly chucked that course and the whole idea of it into the garbage. When my school moved to a newly built site,
wait, I recorded the coordinates! I am so mega brain!
The first one,
Okay, 209, no, it's going, okay, 209.
was that nobody was allowed to leave the building until the end of the school day, including breaks. The front door would literally be locked unless there was a fire alarm. Suffice to say, either nobody turned up or a lot of fire alarms were pulled before the rule was thrown away. There were also military-style uniform inspections at random throughout the day.
Okay, wait,
I was
okay.
in sixth form, to set the example for the kids. However, they were so overzealous and dictatorial that it became comical, and we all very quickly stopped caring and told them to send us home or get lost and stop treating us like trash. There were more stupid rules like this, but our first group of sixth form ended up tearing them all down in a couple of months. I didn't reach my sixth form until much older in life. Great work, horses.
Okay.
Phones should be stowed away in a box in the front of the classroom. Everyone was like, we'll see how it goes. In other words, number. Yeah, like I'd leave 800 pounds sitting in a box in the front of a classroom full of people still learning morals. Programmer here. Management implemented an agile work tracking system that measured programmers by the amount of feature requests they completed. We quickly figured out how to game that system by breaking everything down into the maximum number of feature requests we could imagine. We'd make separate feature stories for make new button, make button blue, make button respond when clicked, make new page for the new report, run business logic to get results, display results in grid, set font for grid, make grid sortable, make back button return to previous page. We became great at dividing a one-day task into 21-hour tasks. Management loved it. Our team looked 20 times as productive and became an example to show off our process as the best performing team, despite producing far less actual work and more useless form filling. For some reason my department started a rule having to keep phones in their cars or locker. Eventually the supervisor said frick it cause no other department was told this. No N-words in the Huck Finn. Our high school teacher made us buy the censored version for his class and numerous parents complained about the censorship as well as the added cost. Since our school library had sets of the original we could have read for free. It's history. Embrace it. Accept it. Don't repeat it. Oh gosh, in school back in the day, we participated in a diversity-driven activity carried
This
out
is where
in the form
I
of
need
the
to go.
Wall of Tolerance or something along those lines. Basically, we had to
Just
write
to make
down
sure I don't burn
stereotypes
in
and
the
put them
lava.
up so we could tear them down. It ended up looking like
It's
the
like
war of
20.
racism. It was so bad. I'm just glad we didn't end up on local news. Way back in the antediluvian days of the 20th century, I worked as a government inspector in one of the larger US states. This was before the advent of government employee unions. Each fiscal year, the personnel department would come up with proposals for reimbursing employees for official travel, discuss it with an employee association, and send it to the state legislature for rubber stamping. One year, someone came up with the bright idea that travel reimbursement should cover more than overnight trips. Employees who were required to travel more than 25 miles from their headquarters should get a lunch allowance. My guess is that no one looked hard at the proposal, and those that did were thinking of staff who went to occasional meetings, not people who were on the road every day. Well, my agency had the state divided up into districts. Inspectors in the districts were on the road almost daily. In my case, it was a combination of overnight and day trips. It was pretty common to be more than 25 miles away from my office, and my colleagues and I discovered that it was easy to change pretty common to almost always. Multiply that by not only my own agency staff, but staff in every other agency that did field work. We cleaned up on the lunch allowances. The state budget for employee travel was completely blown before the year was half over. And, as soon as legally possible, the rule was changed to cover only specific emergency conditions.
Stupid. That. I know I found this stronghold. 208.
When I was in 8th grade, my school implemented a new iPad program. We were recognized as an Apple certified school or some balls like that. The problem was that students were just using them to play games. Administration didn't have any way to crack down on it, and teachers had no clue how to implement it into the classroom. We constantly played 2048 in class, since it was impossible for them to block all the different iterations for it, and when they made it an instant demerit to be found playing it. Even in lunch and homeroom, we just switched over to browser Tetris. It was so bad that one kid who sat right next to me didn't even try to focus on school. He would spend the entire period playing on his iPad, then constantly complain that he kept scoring 50s and 60s on his tests. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video.
Oh, and the zombie. Oh my god, I hate when those like end after like 5 seconds. But why am I fucking running from you? I'm like stronger and better than you in all ways.
6th grade, we had a parent tell us she expected us to keep the hair out of her child's eyes at all times. What the frick do we do with that? Do we just follow her? We have 200 kids. In the 8th grade I got a C on a mid-semester letter home in algebra, and my dentist mentioned to my stepmom that I could improve my dental plan by brushing a little more. I spent 6 months grounded to a chair in the kitchen where all I was allowed to do was brush my teeth and do homework algebra assignments. I was required to hand in all the odd numbers from the book every single day. On the weekends, I had 2 assignments and a pop quiz. If I got an A on the pop quiz, I got 4 hours out of the chair to sit in my room. I aced algebra for the rest of the year, but I still quote this as an absolute overreaction. The punishment did not fit the crime. I was not allowed to have bad guy action figures, just good guys. I ended up drawing the bad guys on cardboard and having the worst battles ever. Reminds me of little girls who weren't allowed Ken dolls to go with their Barbies. Lot of friends with lesbian Barbies cause of that, or pretend this one is a guy. I have a friend whose parents thought she ate too much bread, so banned her from having any, and grounded her for 2 weeks when they caught her sneaking toast. This was when we were 15. My best childhood friend
It's like a
wasn't allowed to
labyrinth.
pick out her own clothes, even though
Okay,
she
wait, I'm gonna
practically had
follow
no
my
choice in the
directions.
matter when it came to
208.
shopping. Her crazy, controlling father still insisted on laying out her outfit for the next day, or, at the very least, approving her clothing choice. This went on until she was about 17. She got herself a job, shopped in secret, and started sneaking around so she could dress like a mega skank. Her dad once found her sack of dirty clothes, he called them, and attempted to ground her. She ran away, shacked up with an abusive loser, and that's when we stopped hanging out. I hear she's a stripper now. Way to go, Daddy-o. I seriously wonder how parents like these expect anything other than this to happen. I used to have sleepovers at a friend's house, and her father would sit with us to watch our movies, and fast forward PG-rated kissing scenes. We were 17. Maybe he was trying to protect you from cooties, the deadliest of the kissing diseases. When we were 19 and home from college, we went to a friend's house to watch a movie. Her parents asked to talk to her about halfway through, and by the time the movie ended we realized we hadn't seen her since. So we go out into the next room and she's sitting in the corner reading a Bible. Apparently her parents thought we were being too loud, and instead of asking us to keep it down they put her in timeout. We politely excused ourselves and went elsewhere. My friend's father has a list of rules for his house that, if you just read them over, seem like regular family rules. No drugs, be home by 9, dinner at 6:30, do your homework, don't take things, nothing weird there, right, wrong, any kind of drug found in his possession, prescription or over the counter, not even cough drops, grounded for a month, not home by 6:30 p.m., no food, not home by 9 p.m., locked out. He had to walk to my house on multiple occasions just to find a place to sleep. But by far the worst of the worst was that anything found in his possession that was not believed to be his must be stolen and should and will be destroyed, trashed, thrown away. He had an autographed painting of 2D from the band Gorillaz that was a gift from a mutual friend. Ripped up the moment he got home. My parents were very strict. Examples. When my dad was
That's
eating
fucking.
dinner, you were
I
then
want
eating
to
dinner,
punch people who
but
do
you
that.
had to eat
Like,
everything on
it's
your
not
plate.
yours.
He was a
Even
quick
if it's
eater,
like against
too.
your
So
rules.
I'm a quick eater.
Like,
Almost
come
any
on.
infraction resulted in a belt whipping.
Okay. I
Whipping.
must be
Break
stupid or
something.
something.
Whipping. Great
Where
word,
did I write these
whipping. Late for curfew.
coordinates?
Whipping. Not answering as quickly or as thoroughly as my dad wanted. Whipping. We weren't always whipped. I was punched a couple times, once in the stomach and once in the head. One brother was shot in the back with his BB gun when he and his friend were shooting on our property, and a BB ricocheted and accidentally hit his friend. Another brother was beaten several times before he was 6 and then just ignored because he wasn't salvageable. My parents are the main reason it took me so long to have a child of my own. I didn't want to frick them up. I now know myself well enough at 40 to realize I won't make all the mistakes my parents did. Just to be clear, your dad's a criminal, guilty of criminal battery. My stepfather installed a little gadget on the phone that cuts the line every night at 11 p.m. and turned back on at 7 a.m. I was 17.
Okay, I think this most simplest solution would be for me to just look at the coordinates on my phone, like via the stream. Let me check. Okay, guys, I'll be quickly back. Watermelon and streams. Starting the stream. See, this is why I don't like YouTube. I literally search something and then it gives me too mad and like, come on. Did I search too mad? No, I searched. Okay, I'm gonna go backwards in time. Like, come on. Did I actually still need to use it for like? Okay. Okay, looking at this. Wait, what? Okay, wait. God damn it. Wait. Oh. Okay, wait. I'm back. Put on your diamond pickaxe.
Bullshit. In a noise control system looked exactly like a stoplight, but it was teachers all turn it off. Now Jim Cassidy.
Okay. 331. Wait, no, wait. 204. Okay. 204. Wait, did I wrote this coordinates right, didn't I? 1121. Yeah, that's like almost. Okay. Um. Okay, we just need to remember 31. Okay, so let me just write 31. Like, what, did it just disappear? 32, I guess that's fine as well. Okay, let's watch this.
Invest your heartbeat in the life repertoire. I'm no stranger when it comes to shitting on rice gum. He is a toilet for which my butthole is always eager to drop some doo-doo on. I've made that very clear over the last 2 or 3 years. I can't stand this guy. He's the incarnation of a wet fart with a super fake personality, preaching some awful shit to children. He's always just so lovely when he fucks up, and the entire internet community is reminded that he has the most insecurities, is the biggest douchebag with the smallest penis. It's like a little bit of a clue game, you know what I mean? That instead of identifying a killer, you're identifying a huge douchebag, and it's always rice gum. Now, we got a little bit of a late Christmas present here because Rice Gum's wrapped up in some controversy. I'm not going to get too deep into what he did because a bunch of YouTubers are talking about it ad nauseum. And I'm not just going to parrot that same shit. The only reason I'm talking about it is because it's Rice Gum and he's a fun little punching bag. So in a nutshell, what he did is he made a video in partnership with Mystery Brand promoting their product, which is a gambling site aimed at children aspiring to be a douchebag. You know, those kids that are growing up watching people like Rice Gum and Jake Paul going, Mom, Dad, when I get older, I want to be an asshole. So it's a site that hopes to cater to that audience. What you do is you bid on mystery boxes that can have everything from a toothpick covered in cat fuzz to a $250 million mansion. That's actually one of the things in their box. And obviously that doesn't exist. You're not going to become fucking Tony Stark playing your mystery brand gambling simulator. That's not going to happen.
If it doesn't appear, I'm just going to have to search this labyrinth of a...
On there and they think they should just start throwing their parents' credit card on the site.
Wait,
Half of this
I'm
shit
trying to
from their
remember.
grand prize pool and their mystery boxes, shit that they just don't have the rights to. There's no way they have. I'm surprised there isn't like a mom and dad
I completely forgot what I was talking
item
about.
in their shoe mystery box, or in the Supreme mystery box, you get a hover boots from Supreme. Just complete nonsense to draw children in is what it is, and kids don't know any better. Before Ethan H3H3 made the video about this, Rice Gum's video had overwhelming
I seriously don't know where it went.
The comments were super excited about
Like,
it, talking
come
about
on.
the things they were winning, or the things they weren't winning, and they were all super excited. And so it's kids that like this, and adults that can see why this is a bad thing. Rice Gum is promoting gambling to these children that are now becoming gambling addicts. If you look at the older comments on his videos, you can see how much they fucking loved it, which is very alarming and sad, and should honestly be illegal.
There we go, finally.
If you watch his video, or Jake Paul's, or Morg's, or any of the other douchebags that were promoting this site, you'll immediately notice that the site is exactly like the CSGO lotto scam that was run by Syndicate, T. Martin, and Josh OG, where you do these mystery things and you get this mystery item, and it's aimed at children, gambling for kids, which is obviously fucking awful.
Oh my god.
Rice Gum, in response to all this, made a video, and this man is so fucking dumb, he can't even write a sentence without showing how fucking dumb he is. The title of the video is YouTubers Calls Me Out. Are you illiterate, Rice Gum? Did you not go to school? Did you just pay everyone to do your English papers for you when you win? You're like the Floyd Mayweather of YouTube. Absolutely illiterate, but instead of being good at fighting like Mayweather, you're good at nothing. You have no discernible skills. The title should read, YouTubers Call Me Out for being a big piece of shit. Now, calling this video an apology would be like calling Amy Schumer a good comedian. It's not even close. This is not so much an apology as it is a, I'm going down and I'm taking all of these other people with me. He just starts name-dropping a bunch of other douchebags that did the exact same brand deal he did, and that's about it. And then he has the audacity to do a $10 Amazon gift code giveaway at the end of his apology.
Oh my god, if I didn't spawn here, I'd be fricked. Because I don't have any blocks. I wouldn't have any blocks. Oh my god. Okay, not gonna look at any faces.
Oh, shit. Hey, guys. I stole a lot of money from you. I'm sorry. I got you this Subway sandwich. I hope that makes up for it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Just such a blatant disregard for giving a shit about his fans. Openly just doesn't care. And it's sad. I don't know why these fans of his continue to stay in this abusive relationship with this guy. This man openly drops trousers and takes a big old pee-pee right in their mouth. I don't know why they accept the golden shower from Rice Gum so frequently, but they do. They must fucking love it. It's their fetish, their kink. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the deep lore surrounding Rice Gum's humble origins. I'm assuming he came from a very wealthy family based on the way he handles these kind of situations, where he thinks by giving away some money, everyone's gonna forgive him. Like, oh, you're such a fucking saint, Rice Gum. You did this brand deal for more than $100,000, and you gave us $200 in Amazon gift cards that were probably already used when you showed them on screen. Wow, you're a goddamn hero. What a fucking patriot you are. Amazing. This guy is just such a privileged piece of shit. He just doesn't know how to be human anymore. I really just don't think.
God damn it, this is so hard. This battle is so difficult, but I need to do it to prove to myself that I'm that good. What? Dragon! I fucking hate this dragon, bro. I really wish I grabbed some blocks, because now I am
That kind of deal.
Okay.
That's all he can fucking do. That's the only way he can talk. That's all he can sound like. And he's constantly fucking perpetually nasally because he's got like a perpetual
well,
cold hum
I
in his
hit him
fucking
once,
sinuses. The man is
basically.
insufferable to listen to and he can't speak. And he's such a piece of shit. Let's go ahead and look at the clip from the podcast.
Stop! My controller's messing up, and it's not the time for that. What? Fuck off, dragon. Why, dragon? Why do you like fucking me so much? Okay.
I have nipples, Rice Gum. Would you fight me? And if you don't fight me, can you not wear that disgusting stained red sweatshirt you have on? Look at this shit. Look at that sweatshirt. It's covered in ketchup stains and grease marks. That's apparently by design. If this is high fashion, then I don't know what the fuck is wrong with rich people. It is absolutely repulsive and abhorrent. Man, so I guess there's two things that are going on. One is like, okay, I'm promoting gambling to kids, okay? So I talked about that in my last video. I explained it, but like that is like, I guess I was promoting gambling to kids.
My God. Minecraft, you made this fight just fucking not fun. Wouldn't you want to make it fun so that people would actually want to do it?
Not only a big douchebag, but a huge pussy.
Wait, I have this.
No amount of money you have can make you not a huge pussy. Don't forget that. Take it easy, everyone. See ya.
Dark Horse Wine gets the first pick of grapes from over 400 growers. Dark Horse Wine, the taste.
Oh my God! I hate this dragon breath. Does it last forever?
This episode was brought to you by Opera GX.
My God, bro. Okay, yeah, this game is bad. I'm so fucking done. My water! Okay, bye-bye water. Apparently I never had you.
Everybody loves YouTuber apologies. It's a timeless classic and a staple on the internet. Nobody says I'm sorry more than YouTubers. YouTubers apologize more than a child whose parents just caught him with his hand in the cookie jar. Today I'll be looking at some famous YouTuber apologies and slapping them on a tier list, so get a box of
Bruh! Dragon! Fucking stop! I'm actually don't want to play at this point. The dragon is just being a bitch, man. At this point, bruh. Just, why does he keep doing that?
It really just kind of kicked everything off, really the genesis of YouTubers apologizing. Now, the Fine Brothers React channel is kind of like a fossil these days, because luckily people have finally stopped
God
watching that
damn it, man.
And in 2016, the Fine Brothers were at the height of their popularity. The React series is basically where they just take random people, kids, teens, adults, sit them down and show them memes, and then ask them one question, what did you think of the video? And that's the entire show, and it went on for years, and it used to be super popular when the internet was
God.
still this magical, mystical thing nobody understood. And the
My armor might actually break from this stupid fight.
signs in their eyes, like Mr. Krabs, decided, let's copyright this. The Vine brothers themselves are personality-less androids, and when they saw the YouTube community start to react to content, they began to panic and get a little swamp ass going in their diaper with cold sweat. So they did what they thought was the only play they could do. Try and capitalize off it by copyrighting the React
swamp
format,
ass right
because
now.
all they have is the React format, because they can't rely on themselves actually, like, being entertaining, so they just pull in random people to react to shit. And react is the wrong word, because people just sit there silently and then say, yep, video was good. It's dog shit.
Bruh! Dragon! I actually fucking hate this game. I'm actually about to quit! Game! Stop fucking me with this stupid dragon! I don't want to play anymore. I'm actually about to quit. I don't want to play this game anymore. Why does the dragon keep doing that?
Trademark and copyright reacting to something.
Okay, I guess I need to get like 10 fucking stacks of this end stone because I keep getting fucking knocked off by the annoying ass dragon. And I can't even do anything. I don't have a teammate that can just be like, oh yeah, I'll just come up there and give you heals. I have to play all by myself. Getting fucked.
And in their apology video, they come off extremely insincere and like Tommy Wiseau levels of acting. The Vine Bros have actually made a movie of their own called F the Prom, and it's a terrible fucking movie, and it looked like this was an audition for roles in the movie from these two. It is really poorly acted, it seems, and it just came across as like 3 minutes of them just blaming the audience. And they even said things like, we should have used simpler analogies to help you better understand what was going on, making it sound like everyone was just so fucking dumb that we couldn't quite comprehend their galaxy brain analogies, and they needed to put it in simpler terms for us, like, oh, imagine React haunting is the vegetable paste on your mother's spoon, and she's flying the airplane into your mouth, and that mouth is the React world. You know, it was just a garbage apology, and for that, I'm giving it a nice B tier. Because on the tier list of YouTuber apologies, I think this
Bruh.
is historically...
Bruh.
I genuinely believe...
What the fuck, dragon?
This was the
Dragon?
of YouTuber apologies, and they did an incredible job of setting the tone for
Stop. I'm so done with my controller doing that at this point.
One thing you'll never have to feel sorry about is your web browser. I'm talking today about a new browser called Opera GX, which is the first web browser designed for gamers, with gamers at the forefront.
Stop!
No, I'm not saying
this dragon is such a little bitch. He's only fighting me like, get tapped, kid. Get tapped, kid, yeah, get tapped, yeah. I'm so galaxy brain at this game. OMG. I am so cracked. Bruh. Oh my god, dragon. Fuck you. You're just a little fake ass bitch. Oh man, what am I supposed to do? I literally can't do anything because this dragon keeps being a bitch and fucking knocking me off.
There's also a network limiter which limits network bandwidth used by Opera GX so you can gain performance in games and streams. There's Twitch and Discord integration which allows you to log in directly
man, just give me a break and let me get this stupid ass victory with this stupid ass game. You're lucky people play your game when this is what they have to fucking deal with. Just, oh, I'm a dragon, I'm gonna hit you 10 million times, pog. Pog, yeah, poggy, buddy. Where the fuck is that dragon? Uh-oh, he's coming. Fuck you, I hope you fucking die of cancer, dragon. No, my god, now I have to go all the way around. Now I have to go all the way around just to do this stupid ass fucking challenge. What? No. I'm actually about to fucking end stream and not play. Because there's no reason to play. I'm fucked. I'm actually seriously fucked. God, do I need a literal stack of just fucking this shit for each one?
Her entire channel is like the Netflix of apologies. It would be impossible to choose one for the tier list. So I'm just going to put Tana Mojo on here so I can actually actual person, because she is like a singularity for which all drama is sucked in and then turned into a terrible fucking apology. So Tana Mongeau is gonna sit on this tier list at a comfortable A tier.
Bruh, what the fuck? What the fuck is this game? It's fucking terrible.
She's apologizing for heinous shit that she's done because she continues to do terrible, horrible things.
What?
So she got more terrible, horrible things to apologize for.
Why? Why is this game bad?
This incredible cycle of continuing to make mistakes and not taking responsibility for them, but pretending that you kind of did. It's incredible.
Stop! I'm fucking done. I'm actually about to quit.
Nobody is apologizing more frequently than Tana Mongeau.
Yeah, fuck off, Dragon. Leave me alone.
She's holding that world title belt, I imagine, so easily an A-tier YouTube apologizer. Next up, we have Rice Gum's apology for promoting a mystery box company aimed at getting kids to buy a box full of wet farts. You get basically nothing out of the box for a high price. And
Oh my god, I hate this controller. Stop. Just stop, please. I said stop! Just stop! God, fucking stop, please! Just please, fucking stop! Oh my god, just fucking stop, please!
Everything that man does is an F tier. If a fucking gas station toilet could speak, it would have more interesting things to say than Rice Gum. I've never liked him or his content.
Stop.
Always found it to be one
Fucking game. Stop.
This one's very easy to just slap there in an F tier. Next up is T Martin's
What the fuck?
for the CSGO Lotto scandal. This involved more than just T Martin. It also involved
My armor!
two big ones here. A huge mess. CSGO Lotto was a gambling site that was used
Just
for
eat. Come on, heal game.
Never mentioning that they directly were involved with the site as owners. And when this came to light, I mean, it's a
God,
big deal.
you
It's illegal
stupid
to
ass game.
disclose that you have an affiliation with that site.
I'm done. I'm done with this world. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not playing. Fuck this game! No, I'm done. I'm going on creative. I'm defeating this stupid ass dragon. Fuck this game, man! Fuck this game! This game! Fuck this game! Fuck this game! Fuck this game! I don't want to play anymore. Fuck this game! Fuck this game! I'm fucking done streaming for like a year or something. Fuck this game. What? No!